Hey there YouTube, Scrag101 here. Just giving you a little update on what's going on in my life. Haven't done a video in a while. Had some issues going on. Today we've got a rear brake replacement that we're doing on my 2008 Kia Sedona Minivan. Noticed that brakes were squeaking quite a bit, and took my tires in to have them rotated recently, and they noticed that the back rear pads look like they were about ready to get replaced, so we're going to do it ourselves and save ourselves a couple of bucks here. I went down to the local auto parts store and picked up some Duralast pads. Not the highest end pads you can get, but rear brake pads actually don't need to be nearly as durable as your back brake pads do. And a little bit of brake quiet and brake lube. That just helps the brakes not make as much noise, because they're going to be brand new and they don't want to have too many squeaks and squawks that can normally happen with brand new pads. But sum total for all this stuff, I paid $31 for the pads and like $2 for the grease. And if I priced it outright, I might be low on this, but the last time I priced out a brake job, just having your pads replaced, it was like 70 or 80 bucks. So you can save yourself quite a bit of money just doing it yourself, and it doesn't take any time or any effort at all. If you know how to put gas into your car, you should be able to do this. So if you have a car and you're not able to put gas in it, you're probably stuck at the gas station right now, not able to view this video. But to get things started off, you're going to just remove your lug nuts on your back wheel, your rear wheel. Pull the wheel off. Pretty straightforward on that. Easiest way to do it is, before you have it all jacked up in the air, loosen your bolts one at a time, going around in a circle, or you can crisscross. Then raise the van up, and now they should be about finger tight on there. Take them off the rest of the way, pop your wheel off. Pretty simple, it's just like changing a flat tire. And then for the back, you have your caliper here, and the caliper has 2 screws that you need to remove. And I've got sunlight right in my eye, so I might not be getting the clearest picture in my viewfinder here for you, but there's a screw right here and a screw right here. Okay, so what you're going to do is, on this particular van, it happens to be a metric 14 screw head, and then right here is a metric 17 nut that you'll want to hold on to when doing this. And it should break free pretty easily. I'm going to go ahead and attach to my tripod here, get a little more stability while I kind of show you. You'll just hold with your larger wrench here and break this screw free here, and it should, like I said, not have too much tension on it. You'll remove that screw, come back up and do the exact same thing up here. Now the brake line runs right behind the screw, so this screw didn't actually come all the way out, but it comes out far enough that you can actually just rotate, sorry about that, rotate the caliper up and just kind of walk it right off. Okay, and just be real gentle with this as you move it around and just set it up. Okay, so now you have access to your brake pads. Brake pads, sometimes they can be on there kind of stuck to the rotor. Just take a flathead screwdriver and kind of work your way in, work your way over, work your way over. Just pry them out and they pop right out. Do it on the opposite side. Same thing, pops right out. Now looking at this pad, you can see there was not very much of that left, so it's a good thing we caught this when we did, or we could have been riding on rotor and metal, and that's a bad thing, because then you'd have to replace your rotor too, and that's more expensive and just more work. Hate doing that. Alright, so the next step is you open up the brand new ones. And let's get a little comparison here. So that's your new pad. That is your old pad. See the difference? Bad pad, good pad. This is going to get some lube on it, and then we'll be popping it right back in the spot of the old one and getting that caliper reset. So I'm going to pause it real quick while I move some stuff around. Okay, here's one thing that you'll also have to do, generally, especially after your pads have worn down quite a bit. The caliper keeps pushing out farther and farther so that it can make the brake pad rub on the rotor. So when you remove the caliper, it's going to be set for those old bad caliper, or for those old bad rotors. So you'll want to depress this caliper back in so that you can get it over the new rotor pads, or over the new brake pads. And to do that, the easiest way is if you get yourself a C-clamp and attach it on there and just rotate it in. And as you can see, that caliper starts popping back in. And it doesn't take much force at all. And just get it down to the bottom. You take your C-clamp off. And this will just make it nice and easy for you to be able to get your pads and everything between the caliper. Okay, so our next step is we're going to apply a little bit of this lubricant to the back of the pads, the parts that are touching the caliper, back here, and we're just going to lubricate any of the contact points. See if I can do this on camera. Okay, just get a little bit on your finger. You're going to take the new pad, like so, and just smear it around. Helps if you have a glove on so you don't get this stuff all over yourself. You don't want this on the front of the pad though. Okay. Using the same finger, just going to apply it all over the back of this pad. Get a little bit more on there. And the instructions for this are just apply it anywhere there's going to be movement. And then we just simply slip these back in where the old pads were, and we'll get the caliper set back on. Sorry, I gotta reposition myself here. Kind of a big guy in a tight spot. Okay, first one, second one. Alright, and those are on there. I can't see if I've got that there. You'll apply some of the lubricant to the caliper itself. Basically anything that's going to be moving. Like so. And you don't have to be super liberal with it, or you can be pretty liberal with it, I should say. Alright, so next time, or next thing, slide this on gently. Might take a little bit of coercing to get it on there because you just replaced the pad. And that one went on nice and easy. I kind of lost that in frame, didn't I? Sorry folks, I'm trying to do this while sitting on my butt. Yeah, let's see if we can change angles. I just cannot see my viewfinder in the sun right now. Maybe if we come up here for more of a top side angle. That works a little bit better. And just wiggle it so you can find the spot where your screw needs to go back in at. Start your screws in. hand tighten. Same thing over here. And then go in reverse order. Reassemble your tire and you're all done. Don't crush yourself or run yourself over. Thanks for watching.